So Aurélie Picot, I am the Fabergé Timepieces director. Actually, that's a very interesting question because I don't have like a very classic journey. I studied engineers, so I did an engineering school in France, and I was more studying materials and chemistry, and I wanted to work with materials, so I started working first in Germany in the car industry. It was a great experience. I was working in the research and development of materials for the car interiors, but my only concern was that I was not passionate enough about the product, and I'm a very passionate person, so I wanted really to be totally invested into my job. I started then working at Swatch Group in Switzerland, and I was working for the Swatch Group for all the brands. So I was really taking care of the quality of all the straps used from the brand Swatch to the brand Breguet, so all the level of the watch industry. And it made me really discover, like the passion of the people working there, the watchmakers, but also all the craftsmen and all the people working there, and also the technicity that you can have in such a small object. And I really fell in love with the product. I would say maybe that my mentor has been maybe my dad the most, just because my dad has always encouraged us. So we are 4 children and encouraged us to have a good job. And it was also part of the values that he wanted to give us, to be able to do your life and to be independent in your life. And I think that was always my mentor in order to be able just to assume myself and have a great life on my own. I was at that time working for Audemars Piguet, so like an established watch brand. I was not really expecting to look for something else, for a new challenge, but I had the opportunity to meet with our CEO, Sean Gilbertson. And Sean Gilbertson is really someone who has been at the start of Fabergé since they bought Fabergé in 2007. So he knows the history from heart, he knows everything which has been happening. And he really transmitted me his passion, and he also explained me that they wanted to start again the watches from scratch, so the rebirth of the watches that Fabergé was doing 100 years ago. And I think that it's really a unique opportunity in your life to start everything for a brand with the name Fabergé that everybody knows, but to start really from complete freedom in terms of creativity. So maybe I thought few seconds, what shall I do? And then I accepted the offer. So in order to start designing a new timepiece, you have really to know exactly the key feature of the brand. So for example, Fabergé, the rich history of Fabergé, the DNA of Fabergé, but also because every luxury brand is about craftsmanship, making people dream, but Fabergé is really also about giving surprise and emotion to people. So in all the Fabergé eggs that almost everybody knows, someone was discovering something unexpected. So this is exactly what we have tried to translate in all our timepieces that we have developed since 4 years. This is really thanks to the technique that you would have inside the watch, you would really transmit something to the client who will be wearing the watch and to the person who will be having the watch on the wrist. So it's not only about telling the time, but it's more also to give something to the person. So being a woman in a male-dominant industry is not always a disadvantage. However, I would say that, of course, there are barriers and maybe even more psychological barriers because the society has been establishing rules since years. And I think that just you have to remember who you are and why you are here and at this stage of your life and of your career. And you just have to follow exactly what you think, and just that you should forget about I am a woman or they are men. This is more I am an individual and I will exactly give what I am good at. And I think that is how I did it. Maybe just that at the beginning, at least for myself and from my experience, you try maybe to change a little bit, maybe to behave more like a man sometimes, but I think that you should just keep exactly how you are and be strong, persistent, and not also to listen too much about negative comments that you can have, because you will always have that anywhere in life. And you should trust yourself, your instinct, and just go to follow your target. Yes, I think it's still really a challenge to be able to balance everything. And even, I would say, maybe from my experience, I don't have children because also I didn't have time the last few years to really focus on my private life. So it's like I'm always impressed with the women who are able to manage everything, because managing work is already like quite a challenge. So I'm really impressed by the women, and I think this is something that we have to empower and to highlight from the women who are doing it. I think you have to fall in love with it. So of course the design is the most important, but then maybe just to have a bit of the storytelling and also what is inside the watch. Not because I don't think that everyone is interested about the mechanic which is inside, but more about how the mechanism inside the watch is able to live together with you. So for example, an automatic watch, every time you move your wrist, that will just give the power to the watch to give the time. So it's more like a relationship that you have with your watch on the wrist. So as a timepieces director at Fabergé, I'm really lucky because I have really like a diversified task. So I start from the strategy, so which type of timepiece we will develop, and then product development, production, but also after-sales service, quality, and of course being involved with the sales teams and marketing side. So I have the opportunity to meet with different profile of people and very interesting people, from suppliers, craftsmen, but also journalists, and so clients. I am also able to share our journey and to explain what myself and my team are doing. And also we are a very small team, so for the timepieces we are 4 people. 2 people are working in Geneva, because it was really important for us to establish a workshop in Geneva where we do everything, because all our watches are not only Swiss made, but all the components are coming from Switzerland. And we have a watchmaker in the team. And so all the people from the team are really passionate about the product, passionate about Fabergé. And I think this is the most important for me when we are looking for people. This is just to be able to share the passion and to be able to work for Fabergé with this excitement. This is still mainly a men's profession. There are quite many women in more marketing communication departments, but on all the other side of the business, that's really mostly male-oriented. And I have a little anecdote. This is quite funny because in my team, we are 4, but I am working with 3 men. And sometimes when we go all together for meeting some people or some suppliers, they speak only to my colleagues, and then at the end of the meeting, they're like, so what are the next steps? And always, so the 3 guys are looking at me and they tell them, like, the boss will decide now. And this is very funny just to see the face of the people during the meeting, so we have a little bit of fun in the team. Yeah, so we have also like a European market, like even like Italy or Germany, UK. Is also quite a strong market. Middle East originally is a very strong market for Fabergé, and we start now with Asia as well. So Hong Kong and Singapore, and Not particularly. I think this is really for me what I said. It's more not to listen too much. Of course, you have to learn, so you have to listen to people who can teach you, but not to listen too much about all the people who will constantly a bit criticize or tell you that you should have done it. I think you should just follow a bit what you believe inside, and just have always your target in mind. So whatever happens on the side, just keep your target. Yeah.